right. I see you. And I'm curious to see what is blooming. So, happy Tea Time Tuesday, Good Viber. We're going to be looking at what is blooming that you do not see. What do not see blooming within your life at this time? I'm really curious what you should look at. Smell the flowers as it goes. Everything has a season, so let's see what is blooming for you, my beautiful star of light. Okay, so we have two cards, I guess, options that we're going to be looking at today. And I'm just enjoying, reading out the cards. So if you are one or this is going to be number one. And of course, let me make it so you can see the card. You can actually see it. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be number one. And this is going to be number two. Okay, number one, number two. Number one. We're going to go first. All right, so this is your card. This is what we got here. And again, what's blooming? Let's see what's blooming. Okay, as you can see, yes, my hair still has flowers in it. Didn't watch yesterday's video, and I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so let's just look at this. Okay, now we're going to just, we're going to do the tea time things out here, fam, so I'm pretty excited. Alrighty then. Okay, so this is number 25, and it's butterfly effect, and I think I got it with the... So butterfly effect says, fluttering wings turn to other things. With time it brings 1,000 strings. When reality rings, all of eternity sings. Now, it was technically in reverse, like this. So take it as you will. But the butterfly effect, number 25, that equals 7. You have this beautiful connection to the universe. And it's blooming. Now, it seems that you don't understand the momentum that's being gained right now. What's that in the middle? It's a sigil, or a light language activation. It's just like a neural connection and an interpretation or representation or communication of that. And here we have it in a nice, kind of indigo blue that you don't see yourself. You don't see where you are. You don't see your connection to the universe, it seems. That's blooming so beautifully. It seems that you're focusing a little bit too much on the physical. You kind of feel trapped or closed. That's kind of what I'm getting. But there's this beauty in being able to communicate with the universe and, beyond what you can see, that's, of course, going to help you through this time. And it's going to, I think, grow your connection, your heart field, your love, the love that you share with the world. It's going to grow that ultimately. So that's what I'm seeing from, this card. Yeah. So that's what it is. Now, I have been thinking about, honestly, printing these cards, like making a deck, just because I feel like I have so many. That would be really cool. I would love to print them. It's just a lot of work, but still something that I would love to do. So why don't we get one more card for you, group one, and then we'll move on. And if there's anything else that comes through, then awesome. Okay, so here's our deck. You can't see it very much, but should I just take the one from the top? I am going to take the one from the top. That's what they're saying. Okay. Look at that. That's what you're blooming into. So, let me read the card. Now, this is number 10. Again, you're blooming into it, so it makes sense. Number 10, it's a new beginning. Not that I recall, but to remember word by word, in a way, my mind did record the reord of the world from a beast. So absurd. I couldn't help but listen to every word. Beowulf is coming through. If you know of the story of Beowulf, that's coming through. So that might have a significance to some of you. This also, I said this reminds me of a dinosaur kind of. Reord. So is this an actual word? Let me type it out for you guys just because I feel like, to be honest, I'm trying to think if I know of this word, reord. So let's just say this might be an actual word. I'm gonna look it up. 7, you just saw that. Again, another message for you. 78888. You might have to pause and look back if you want to on what that may be. But 7 and then a continuous 8 just means that you might feel stuck. That might be why you feel like you may be overlooking this connection in this, stuck in the physical of where you are. But there's something that is going beyond that. That's coming through. That stuckness that you feel. Yes, it's there for a reason, but really, really allowing yourself to kind of see, okay, well, yeah, reord, not reordered, but reord. Is there a definition for that? Let's see. No, not record, reord. No. Okay, so I'm gonna say that, reord kind of means, reordering, kind of. But it's I don't know. I'm not gonna read too deep into it. If you get something, great. Alright, so the last things I want to say, your heart is growing. Your divine feminine and masculine seem to be coming into a nice balance here. Your connection with the universe and earth. Okay, wow. So there's a lot. I think you need to look at your present moments more. See, each one is like a bubble. It holds this understanding of your connection to the universe. There are some that you can't see fully yet, but you need to start acknowledging them, and it will continue to grow. Your perception will continue to grow. Your communication will continue to grow. Your trust in God will continue to grow. That's a blessing. That's the things that are blooming in your life. God is really wanting you to see some things, and the blooming of it is that, hey, it's time to see it. It's time to strengthen your heart. It's time to let down your guard a little bit more. That's really what I'm getting here. So if you don't see what this blossoming, this gift in the moments that God's giving you, I would just say, not even look a little deeper, just look at what's there. Because I guarantee you it's there in more ways than I can even tell you, fam, than I can even tell you. I'm honestly, it's amazing. So that's really what we're seeing coming into bloom right now. Okay, we're going to keep it nice and short and simple. All right, so pile number 1. I hope that helped you with as you continue on your journey to realize the beauty that is blooming in you, because it's powerful. My God, it's powerful. It's beautiful. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're feeling like one last thing for you, group. 1, a charm box. This is a whole bunch of charms. We're just going to see which one pops out. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay, are we going to look at all of them? No. Not all of them. Shell. Look at that. So it's literally a seashell. You see this, guys. This is this right here. This beautiful, this. You need to listen. You just need to listen to the world around you a little bit more. You need to open up your ears. You need to hear, because there's so much beauty around you. I'm literally this close to crying right now. I'm so emotional, but I am doing this during my period. Okay, we have a burger. So maybe you're eating good. You need to acknowledge that you're eating good. You need to maybe acknowledge your nutrients a little bit more. Maybe you're becoming a better chef, a better cook. And either way, something is blooming. Maybe there's food to prepare. If you definitely have a garden, I see that. Learning how to prepare the food that you're growing is a really big one. Okay, again, you have another shell and a ring. So there's something about this. Literally, it's next to a ring and a magnet. So I'm literally getting that your ears may start ringing. That's, it's a ring and a magnet, and the shell was on top of it. So the more that you listen, the more you will attract and hear maybe the trumpets being sound. Okay, there's like this, yeah, wow, okay. So remember your heart. That's immediately what I'm getting right here. Remember your heart with this. Okay. All right. So we have like this little diamond. It's really just reminding you that, like, okay, listen to, there's between this pressure, there's, this is the fractals of light pretty much. I'm just getting like, you got to be present with the moment. All right. You got the yin yang symbol. Okay. Again, this balance. It's really cool. Be happy. See the spectrum for what it is. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Oh my gosh. Here's a promise God's making you, and I think it's within listening to every single moment. You will see this. You'll see this as a dove with a olive branch. And that's you realizing that, there are things you need to kind of throw your anchor down and see and how God supports you. You're not really, I don't think, looking for it. This is an orange seed. So if you have a passion in something, you need to go on and like really get clear on it. Be aware of how you communicate that to others and really just go for it. That's what I'm seeing for you, group 1. Really hope that you got something from it that will help you see what's around you, really see what's blooming in your life and be aware of it. Be present with it because it's beautiful. Oh, yes. Mwah. Mwah. All right, so now group number 2. How are you? Oh my goodness, second flower to fall. Let's see what we have here, okay? Let's see what we have here. We're going to just start off by, of course, showing your card. And I'm just going to... All right, you can't see? Snap. All right, there's your card. And this is card number 3, titled Energy. Energy says, unfocused, disjointed yawn, angel. I don't have good artistic thoughts, but let's focus on the positive. At least I don't have bad artistic thoughts. LOL. Okay, really interesting. What are we seeing here? We're seeing the blessings in what we do have. We're seeing the compassion for who we are and our expression and or even our ego, seeing its purpose and seeing how it actually helps us through these times when we're shifting and through these times of acknowledging the gifts that we have and honoring them, using our energy wisely as well, having it directed by a divine source to help us really progress in expanding our expression and establish our confidence in a way that's really being built well. So energy, this is beautiful. You might not feel it right now. You might feel hazy. You might not know where to focus your energy. You need to notice that this is a divine natural part, just like every breath, we inhale, we exhale. Sometimes there are parts that, we're unfocused, even in meditation, when you're not focused, just like any other exercise, that's time to focus, because that's the purpose of meditation, to allow yourself to be present and focus in that moment and just being present in the moment. So I'm not going to try to explain meditation and hyper fixate on it, but I will say that there are times where you do need to focus and there are times when you do not. So you're acknowledging the gifts in this and where you are in that journey, and maybe you're seeing this blue, like the gift of not always being focused, if that makes sense. There's a divine energy around you, definitely directing your steps, and I think it's just allowing you to shed what you may have expected, your expectations. And what's blooming from this is, as you drop your expectations, is this divine direction for your life and your expression. Okay. And also abundance in all of the, egotistical ways I'm getting. So let's see what else we have for you, group 2. Okay. You guys see that? This is number 2. Really interesting. So you got number 3 and number 2. That's sticking out to me because, well, first off, I didn't shuffle for the last pile, but intuition, you go with what flows. Second off, number 2, this being number 2 and the last one being number 3, it's just this, almost you can say that you might feel like you're taking a step backwards. So you don't feel like you're blooming. You actually feel like you're retreating in your shell. You don't feel like a butterfly. You feel like you're going back in your cocoon. But I think the blessing, in this chapter of your life as you actually are blooming is that that actually, okay, maybe you're a late bloomer. Maybe it's taking you a little bit of time more than you think, but you now see the divine way. You see this pathway. You feel inspired. You're allowing yourself this space before you really expand. Okay, so divine power, number 2. You're taking a step back. You might think that this is because it's almost like burnout. If you kept going that way, you would burn out. You had to take a step back to really see what's the best way to use your energy. So divine power, number 2 says, speak in God in me, one of his chosen 3, Father, Son of Holy Land. Find the sun, pass like a grain of sand. Oh my gosh. So quite literally, the instructions on the back of this card are speak in light language for 24 hours. And then it has a do it yourself, do it with you, and do it for you. Why? Because quite literally, I use these cards for lots of purposes. And I'm really getting you have so much potential. And you're a bit nervous about how and where to spend your energy. What's the best way to use your energy to reach your highest potential? You had to take a step back, and that's okay. And now you're going back into this area where you need to allow yourself to not really do anything in particular other than acknowledge where you are and be present. Wow, so much energy, my friend, so much energy. What can I say other than fantastic? Good for you. Yeah, sometimes you may feel like I need to do more. No, stop that. You're okay where you are. It's actually right where you need to be. All you need to do is be present. And that's it. And that's what's blooming right now. Maybe your presence, these aspects of you, the connection that you have with Source and how Source and God, oneness, universe is leading you is this. Okay, so, let's see about the charms now, okay? Let's see about the charms. We're going to see about the charms. We're going to see about these charms, okay? Now, this is the charm box, and just okay, it really sounds weird. Okay, I'm trying to make sure it's like shuffled as much as possible. Okay. Any more? Oh God, they both fell. Don't ask for more. You don't need it. But because you did ask, I will give. Thank you. Oh. Okay. That's really crazy. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, having flowers in your hair, it is crazy. They've seen some stuff, I'll be real. Okay. let's be real. So first off, you guys did get a few similar ones to group 1. This one is beautiful. Again, I'm seeing acknowledging all the spectrums of where you are. Hey, this is a happy bloom. We were talking about blooming, and this one wants to come out twice. Totally makes sense. You're blooming. You're blooming. You're blooming. Okay, so being present with that. Okay. Anyways. I'm really trying my best out here, guys. It's a work in progress. Okay, so yeah, acknowledge the spectrum where you are. Beautiful. Here we have the burger. Again, y'all eating good. You guys are staying nurtured. You guys are really doing the best you can. And I feel like, again, this looks like corn. So I feel like you really are doing the best that you can with what you have. Okay, so this is a hamburger. Hamburger for you are nurturing yourself. You're really kind of, I'm almost getting like that's a fuel. Like for you guys, what is blooming? Maybe your diet is shifting. Maybe how you're nurturing yourself is actually assisting you in this growth process. Again, we just have this shell. I'm now getting unicorn horn. So maybe tap into your imagination a little bit more. Really see what it is that God is, drawing you to do. Use your energy for best potential, because I'm seeing a lot of potentials are blooming. You have this penny that came out when we said ask for more. So if you need more clarification, you might find something valuable. All right? So really trust in that intuition. Okay, here we even have another diamond. And this one really reminds me that sometimes that pressure that you feel, it is for a reason. So really important to honor that. Now the last thing you have is this little football I made a little while ago out of clay, which is kind of falling apart. Reminds me more of a football. And this is really reminding me like you play the game hard. Okay, you play the game hard, and that's a good thing, but be aware, be careful. Probably all that shaking is also, maybe I should put a coat on it. I'll put a coat on it. But yeah, so be aware how you are using your energy. Take care with understanding that, there are a lot of potentials for you at this time, and it's okay to kind of take a step back. Ask for more information, more clarification. What is it that you want? How are you using your energy to kind of get there? And trust, surrender, allow yourself to be nourished, nourish yourself properly, really see how can you do things yourself? How can you do things with other people? How can you ask other people to do things for you? Really important. And I think that overall what's blooming is just your I want to say your crown chakra, your throat chakra, your solar plexus. Really blooming, especially solar plexus, a sense of self-worth, the sense of interaction, the sense of really, going out there, communicating, connecting with others on a level that you think it is aligned with who you are. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did, awesome, press a thumbs up. I appreciate spending some time with you and reading these cards. If you're interested in your own reading with these special cards, feel free to hit me up. If you would like any further clarification, ask yourself, okay? Go ask yourself. You already know the answer, and acknowledge what is blooming in your life, because it's beautiful, my friend. Your girl Esther Joy definitely feels like every single moment has been so blessed, whether it's just going outside, looking at the clouds, looking at the plants, seeing the beauty in the world, or even in the lower days when I feel like everything's falling apart, burning, and it's just a horrible world to live in. I think, and I'm thankful, because there is this protection that God's put on us and the world, and this divine equilibrium that we're seeing right now. There's a time and season for everything under the sun. So where are we on that spectrum? How are we facing these things and learning and growing from them for our betterment and also the world's? Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and namaste.